Welcome back to DQP Does, the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network movie review show, where we...
Yeah, we did.
How'd you get the recording of me waking up?
I'm your host, Shane. With me this evening is my co-host, Russell.
Hi, I'm awake.
Awesome. We also have Dave.
Hey, I might be awake. I don't know.
Okay. And we got a special guest, Nathan.
I'm not that special, guys.
I think
You're
you're very
special. Special to us, bud. This week we are going over the new Netflix original movie, Army of the Dead. Came out this year, 2021. What?
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Did you not watch that?
Oh, I thought we watched Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. That's the one we were going to watch.
Oh. I think Russell might have watched Ocean's 13. Army of the Dead was rated R, and it was 2 hours and 28 minutes. It was directed and written, maybe? By Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
So Russell's going to go down the rabbit hole with Zack Snyder before we talk about the movie properly.
Zack Snyder is a polarizing American film director, producer, and screenwriter. Zack's debut film was the 2004 Dawn of the Dead, remake of 1978 film of the same name. James Gunn, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, wrote the screenplay for Dawn of the Dead. Zack would go on to adapt the popular graphic novel 300 into a visually stunning masterpiece. 300 is about the Spartans who would fight against the Persians of Thermopylae by bottlenecking them in a narrow mountain pass. This would later be deemed a good move. Next up for Zack... Really? That's I'm so used to no one laughing.
That's the best joke you've made, like, in the whole history of the podcast. Good job, buddy.
If you can remember a better joke that Russell has made, email us, draftyq@gmail.com. Go ahead, continue.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I mean, at least we'll have a reason for not getting emails.
Next up for Zack would be to ignore any would-be criticisms of acclaimed comic writer Alan Moore by adapting one of the greatest comic books ever written into a visually stunning masterpiece, Watchmen. Zack took most of the dialogue from the source material, which would later be deemed a good move. He also did an Owl movie I didn't watch.
What the fuck? It's the funniest thing you've ever written.
Was it The Guardian?
Yeah. Up next, we have Sucker Punch, a visually stunning masterpiece with...
I see what you're doing here.
With what?
Up next, we have Sucker Punch, a visually stunning masterpiece with dialogue, a twist, and would not be deemed a good movie.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we are now to the era of the DCU in which Zack would play a seemingly large part of, including writing lots of dialogue, the visually stunning masterpiece that is Man of Steel, the visually stunning Batman vs. Alien Man with superpowers, a visually stunning script for Wonder Woman. Justice League, though, there's a story here, and it's heartbreaking. Zack left post-production after his daughter committed suicide. He took time to be with his family, and it was at this time that WB DC brought in Joss Whedon. Joss then took over reshoots and crafted an entirely different movie, apparently at the studio's demand, as we can now see as the Snyder Cut is streaming on HBO Max. Zack's wife, Deborah Snyder, along with the revered director Christopher Nolan, were producers on the Justice League movie, and both urged Zack to never watch the theatrical cut of the film.
Oof.
Yeah. I thought that was super fucked up after everything else that's come out about Joss Whedon's treatment of the cast.
Yeah.
And so it's been, aside from Zack putting together the Zack Snyder cut for HBO Max, aside from that, it's been about 3 years since he had worked.
Yeah.
And then that brings us to Army of the Dead. which is an interesting film after discovering
Yeah.
these new things.
Yeah, so Russell didn't know about the suicide thing.
I did not.
I didn't either.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
So that's it's kind of sad.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
like it was reported really oddly, I think, because it was like there was a family emergency and that was why he left, and then like it was kind of brushed under the rug. Like
Yeah.
I knew about it, but you didn't see a ton of coverage about it,
Really?
that I remember. I mean, we're all usually pretty up on the entertainment news and stuff. And, Russell didn't ever hear about it. Did you know that happened, Nathan?
I didn't know who Zack Snyder was. I don't care who writes my movies. Typically, I just watch my movies.
Yeah.
I know Steven Spielberg exists.
Okay, he does.
And
does.
Jim Henson. Is he a director or a Muppet?
He's both.
Okay.
Creator
I know who George
of
Romero
Muppets.
is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, like I had no fucking clue.
Okay.
And
I know
there's a
who
lot
Joss
of-
Whedon is because you guys have talked about him.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Like, but like, that being said, like, as Zach did what he had to do, obviously, like,
Yeah.
he had to do the same thing. And the studio was being a bunch of dickbags.
Yeah.
Then they're like, we'll go get this douchebag, Joss Whedon, who did something good when he made Firefly or something. That's like
hot
the good.
off of Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, but
Oh,
So I just
he didn't cast it, did he?
No, he wasn't casting director.
Well, I don't give
No.
a fuck what he did. Whoever cast it, that's the real hero
You're right.
for Avengers. And whoever gave James Spader a job. Thank you.
But
He-
still the casting director. He's just a real big fan of casting directors.
Yeah, man. They're the unsung heroes. Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I also am not going to sit through a 4-hour cut of a movie that sucked.
but it sucks. Like, okay,
Did he do reshoots?
he didn't. Zack Snyder didn't have to do reshoots because all the original film was there. Joss Whedon came in and did reshoots and changed the entire tone of the movie.
So Zack Snyder was going to release a 4-hour fucking movie?
I mean, we watched Infinity War and
Time out.
Endgame.
How different of a movie is it?
It's a completely different movie.
Does it end differently?
Yes, everything about the movie is different.
Oh,
The
then
dialogue is
okay.
different. So, like, one of the highlights I like to,
Army of the Dead,
to
the
highlight
Snyder
is-
Cut episode of Justice League.
is
I didn't know Batista was in it.
Yeah.
the scene where Ben Affleck goes
Stay
and
very
meets
still.
Jason Momoa in the cabin off on the water where he goes to meet Aquaman for the first time.
Yeah.
That scene is like, if you just watch that scene from both movies, like, you will understand how different the entire movie is from the other movie.
Okay.
Like, I actually really enjoyed the Snyder Cut of Justice League. It is a visual masterpiece.
Am I allowed to say that I didn't mind Aquaman?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I didn't mind it at all. I
I
liked it.
agree with you.
Yeah.
I didn't hate that movie.
I haven't watched Aquaman, but currently with the DCU movies I have watched, the Snyder Cut of Justice League is the best one.
Okay.
It's between that and Shazam.
I still haven't watched Shazam.
Yeah,
I haven't
watched
either.
Shazam. yet.
Shazam's actually really good.
I
Like,
need
it's
to
a lot
watch
of fun.
Shazam, and I need to watch the Snyder Cut. But speaking of Snyder, we watched Army of the Dead.
Yeah, we did.
Batista's in it.
Yeah, he is.
hmm
So quick rundown of the movie. It's Ocean's 11 with zombies.
Sorta.
With odes to
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now.
I mean, it's pretty much Ocean's 11 with zombies and much more killing.
There's a lot of killing.
Yeah. More characters die, like all of them, except for one.
Yeah, spoilers.
I mean, every one of these episodes is spoilers. Okay, if you go to listen to a 45-minute podcast about a movie and expect us not to say anything about the movie. Christopher Walken has another thing coming for you. It was the worst Christopher Walken, but you know what I mean.
It's not.
Yours
I've
is?
heard me do Christopher Walken.
Mine's not very good either.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. It's a heist movie in Vegas. I mean, there's a lot more going on, but heist movie in Vegas. There's zombies. They're walled off in Vegas. They have a time limit based on a Cheeto president, assumably wanting to nuke Vegas on the 4th of July because he thinks it would be cool and patriotic. That's an actual quote from the movie.
I want to know how many people watched the movie and didn't think that part was a joke.
I don't know.
Like, that they didn't realize that part was making fun of them, because I think it's a lot.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, that was a joke?
Oh, Dave.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I laughed. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I got it. I was in the joke.
And you know, there's a plant from the guy that gives the job to do the actual job, which that's another thing that anyway. And there's some weird shit going on with the zombies and maybe some aliens or robots, we don't know. Because details are sparse here. And I mean, that was pretty much it. Like, they get out. 2 of them get out. 4 of them get out. 1 of them actually survives.
Oh, dude, the one guy's immune to fucking
Radiation
stuff.
Radio ash?
Radio
Okay.
ash?
Well, it was also a low yield nuclear weapon.
Did they say that?
They did say that it was low yield.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then it would be plausible for him to be able to walk through that.
I don't know.
Without his skin falling
Depends on
off?
how long afterwards he comes out, because they don't really say. Another one of the things with this movie is like the.
I also don't know how he got out.
Yeah. So I mean, that's basically what the movie is. It's about a heist in Vegas with zombies.
Yeah,
Most of them die.
zombie heist.
They're not stealing zombies, though, unfortunately.
Well,
That's exactly what they're doing, actually.
Actually, yeah, they kind of are. Damn it. I didn't actually watch this movie.
Yeah, you watch the Flintstones.
I watched the Flintstones.
But yeah, like I don't know. So it's got some people in it. You know, like movies do.
Whoa. What?
Dave Bautista.
All of the cast was CGI.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
just
all of
one
them.
part of it.
Dave Bautista was Scott Ward. Ella Purnell was Kate Ward. Omari Hardwick was Vanderho. Anna de la Reguera. Sorry. It was Maria Cruz. Theo Rossi was Burt Cummins. God damn it, Dieter. Matthias Schweighöfer was Dieter. Oh my God, why? Nora Arnezetter was Lily the Coyote. Hiroyuki Sanada was Bly Tanaka. Garrett Dillahunt was Martin. I like Dillahunt. He always plays a piece of shit, though.
Yeah. Probably because he's actually a piece of shit, like someone else who was gonna be in this movie. Who actually
but was
plays a piece of
replaced
shit.
by Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
Who's
playing
hilarious.
Marianne Peters.
Talk about Chris D'Elia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck that dude.
That guy's a piece of shit.
yeah.
I would have liked to have watched 2.5 hours of him being tortured.
I mean, don't you think it's kind of ironic in the 2nd season of You that he's playing himself?
So that's not the only movie where he plays a pedophile.
Yeah,
There's like,
true.
he's had like 4 or 5 roles where he played a pedo.
He's also
he's too method.
too method.
He's a piece of shit.
Because he played a pedophile in Workaholics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
But I mean, that
Did you see the video of where he figured out that he was caught, like before anything like came out?
no, I didn't.
There's this video. He's on this he's on like a podcast or like I think it's a podcast because like 3 dudes talking. They're all mics, headsets, everything, and they're talking about a teacher getting caught with a kid or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, how did they get caught? And he was like, they were like, man, it was the Snapchats. And he's like, yeah, but those like go away and shit. And they're like, you can screen record them. And you just see him like sitting there, and you see like the cogs turning in his head,
God.
and then his like eyes get big, and he's like, oh shit, bruh, I'm fucked. And then he's just like, man, they shouldn't have done that. I was like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a video about it. I'll show you guys after. I remember where I found it at. I'll show you after the show. But fuck that guy. We can stop talking about him for a minute because we still have a couple more actual characters in this movie.
Let's talk about him.
Raul Castillo was playing Mikey Guzman.
That's
like
an
that guy.
interesting character.
Yeah, I like that character. I hate that he's a YouTuber, but I like the character. Just like the way he played him.
I like that character up to a point. We'll talk about that. Go ahead.
Okay. Really? All right.
Yeah.
Huma Qureshi. I'm sorry, hun. Yeah, please send us a video. draftyq@gmail.com. How do you say your last name? Your first name, actually, too, because I probably said that wrong.
I'm sorry that not
apologize.
everyone in this movie is an American, Shane.
Whoa.
God damn.
Is that too much? Sorry.
Samantha Wynn was Chambers. Richard Cetron was Zeus.
He's a stuntman.
I can tell by his picture that looks like just like a picture of somebody's kind of like well-built uncle. It's not like a professionally lit like headshot. It's like a dude sitting in jeans and like a button-up shirt. Like, seriously, look at this picture of him. It seriously looks like somebody's fucking Facebook profile picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Cassidy was Sergeant Kelly. I'm assuming he was one of the two cops, one of the two soldiers at the beginning that were talking back and forth before they lost control of the package. Steve Corona was the groom, Mr. Hillman, and Chelsea Edmondson was the bride, Misty Hillman.
They were also stuntmen.
Okay. And Zach Rose was Corporal Bissell. I think that's all that matters. Oh, David K. Mayoko. Damn it, bud. He was the Liberace party goer.
Oh, did you say the guy's name that gives them the job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hiroyuki Sanada, Bly Tanaka.
Click on his name real quick.
Yeah, did he do the voice for Tanaka? The dude looks
And-
just like the guy from the video. Like,
He does.
it looks like they modeled him straight from
What about
that
him?
guy.
That's actually what I was gonna have you check. Was if he was the voice actor for.
Did they change how they have stuff? Because if not, then he is not.
Okay, because I know him from something.
Oh, well, I mean, he's Hanzo Hasashi in the Mortal Kombat
yeah,
movie.
that's what it was.
Yeah, which
He's-
also.
He's also Akihiko, the guy that Ronin kills in Endgame.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that is a dude. He is popular. He is.
No,
in
he's
stuff.
awesome. I
Yeah.
fucking love him. He's in the movie 47 Ronin as Oishi.
That's a good fucking movie. than
He's
the last
he's
samurai.
Shingen in the Wolverine.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I knew I fucking knew this dude.
Yeah, he looked familiar.
he's in 118 episodes of Lost.
I didn't watch that show.
He was real lost.
Oh, he was Kaneda in Sunshine.
The
We watched Sunshine, didn't we?
the Cillian Murphy movie.
I think that's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy, Chris Evans, Rose Byrne.
Yeah.
Cliff Curtis.
I love
Yeah.
that guy. I also love Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
I
He
think
wasn't
he
in this, though.
Do more stuff. He should have been. He should
No,
just-
but he's in Peaky Blinders. You should watch
he,
it.
I'm excited for when Peaky Blinders ends, not because I hate it, but because I would like to see him do more
Other
like
stuff.
theatrical films.
Okay, so let's talk about the problems with this movie first.
Okay. Let's start there.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's going to be a large portion of this show.
Yeah.
Shortest conversation.
Got a lot to bitch about.
I know Russell's got a lot to bitch about, so I'm going to let him go because I feel like it's going to cover most of the stuff that we might bitch about. So then...
Sounds about right.
So then we'll just be like, yeah, these 3 parts that he talked about, yeah, I agree with that. The other stuff, a little nitpicky. Or whatever.
Let's start with what let me down.
Okay.
My biggest letdown for the movie, honestly, is and it's my fault. I was expecting something that I didn't get, and it did probably affect my viewing experience because I kept waiting for it to be important. So when you take a movie and you shoot it in Las Vegas, most of the time they go through the process of having like famous people that have residencies in Las Vegas make cameos. And I don't understand why. I don't know why. I mean, maybe the movie wasn't actually shot anywhere near Las Vegas, which I imagine it wasn't, but like typically
I think it was shot in Atlantic City, actually.
That makes sense. But so typically that's the thing. Usually you get those cameos, and I feel like that would have bolstered the campiness of the movie, because my biggest problem with the movie is the undecided tone of the movie, where it goes back and forth between being campy and then being like kind of like a wartime like melodrama.
Yeah.
And it's just weird. So like I don't understand, although there were definitely parts that were still visually stunning.
Yeah.
That I appreciate.
Yeah.
And a lot of the filmography was really good. And I love the way he shoots stuff. But the story, the tone of the story is too dramatic and shift from one scene to another when it wants to go from one thing to another.
I agree to that.
So like when the bride shows up and so that first Valentine shows up, and I was like, oh shit, we're gonna get like a Siegfried and Roy cameo because we got the tiger, right?
Yeah,
like it's right there. It's right there. It's right on the tip. And then it was like the bride and some random zombie thing, and I was like, is that at least supposed to be like Madonna or Cher or like? And it doesn't even actually have to be those people. Like,
right.
The movie feels like, you read on the internet and we discussed it as we were watching it. The movie feels like set up for Zombicide, which is a popular zombie game.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of recently in the last year or two.
Yeah, and it's a great game.
It's a lot of fun.
So I just expected more along those lines, and then one of my biggest problems being the shifts in tone. And then every character that dies, it's like completely stupid that they died. And I didn't like any of the deaths. So the first death is we get to Guzman's lady. I can't remember her name. Chambers. So this is where my opinion of the Guzman character changes.
Okay.
Because we see him, he's a YouTuber, he's on YouTube, he's killing zombies. That's kind of campy, kind of pulpy, kind of cool. Yeah. And, he's reckless and he's a dangerous guy and all this stuff is the character that we're led to believe he is. And then, like, his woman gets in trouble and he does absolutely nothing to, like, help her or save her. He just stands there. And that's part of the problem with the shift in tone, right? Because if it's campy, he's going to dive in. He's going to go for it. He's going to lob a zombie head off. It's going to look goofy or it's going to look hyper stylized or whatever, which I expected the movie to be more hyper stylized because it is Snyder. But so then he like goes and he doesn't do anything. And it has this whole melodrama shift between where it looks campy and she's getting eaten by zombies and he's like staring off into the distance with fucking a single tear in his eye and like, oh no. And it's a fucking dumb. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. This movie makes me so mad because, and the reason it makes me mad is because it had so much motherfucking potential to be just like this ridiculous, badass pop culture phenomenon.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I think that's what bothers me the most about the movie is that there was humongous potential here. And it just kind of felt like, another zombie movie.
That's how I kind of watched it, because I like zombie movies, or I used to love them in high school.
Yeah.
So I watched this. I'm like, that's not bad. Just another zombie movie.
Yeah.
I didn't really read into any of it or anything. Didn't know the hype. I don't really get on the internet very much.
Yeah.
So
It's weird. Well, we're famous on the internet, Dave.
are we?
Yeah.
What?
We have stuff out there on the internet.
Where can we find that at?
You can find that wherever you like to listen to your podcasts.
Whoa.
Probably
Excellent.
wherever you're listening to this right now at. So this ad for our own podcast probably doesn't do a lot of good.
I was just trying to help.
I just go with the flow. He asked me a question.
And I made a
saving
joke
the
about it.
podcast.
Jesus Christ, guys.
So it's see, to me it doesn't even feel like a zombie movie because like
Because it keeps pulling out of it.
it keeps pulling away from it, and it like the zombies aren't really ever a threat until like someone dies.
Yeah.
Like it's not, there's no, like you go through the movie and you don't even
There's
have
no
like a zombie
impending doom.
attack. There's no real, there's two scenes that did like the tension well, but it is
Mhm.
just about two scenes.
Yeah.
So, but there's no real, it's just like, I don't know, it's not a zombie movie. Like, it's just, they're in a place and there's things that and they die. Not even good ways. Like the one chick, her gasoline tank getting blown up, I guess was kind of cool, but like leading up to it was like stupid, and I don't think it would work that way.
Yeah.
And then like the shoehorned love story between Batista and Amy?
Maria?
Maria?
Maria, I think it was Maria. Yeah, that was kind of definitely shoehorned in there.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'll take the money, but I came for you, you big dumb lug.
Yeah, Maria. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that didn't bother me that much as like some of the other shit, because that at least happened in the middle of some shit going down, where like every other scene where they're like, we're gonna have a serious conversation, it's literally completely separate from what's actually going on. They're in another room by themselves. There's no threat of zombies. Like some of the stuff that other movies have done so well for these kind of conversations. Like, look at a completely goofy ass movie that is also a zombie movie that we've already done, Shaun of the Dead. At the end, when they're in the basement talking, there's like an impending threat. They're gonna die. They have the conversation about their love, like, you know, being broken up and everything. Very serious conversation. And made even more serious by the fact that the building on top of them is on fire and full of zombies. Like, you can't get any more fucking serious than this situation. And it's in a fucking comedy movie, but it works because the scene is so well done.
You said comedy movie, but Shaun of the Dead is a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a zombie comedy. A zombie.
It's actually a zombie
it's a
movie,
zombie.
but yes, it is a comedy.
It's a zombie.
Zombie.
A zombie.
Yeah. But, you know, like, and everything in this was like, you know, Batista talking to his daughter while he's starting the generator. No zombies around, nobody banging on the door, nobody calling them being like, hey, we need your help. Nothing.
Yeah.
No background, anything.
Yeah.
Like when they're, him and the lady are talking, him and Maria are talking when they first meet back up, like nothing happening. It's like, there's no stakes until it's just like all of a sudden, we got to kill another character.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at with their conversation, the shoehorned love story between the two of them, because it doesn't happen until they're gonna kill her. And like all of the deaths feel written. Like they feel like they had to happen. Like it doesn't even like, you know, it's almost as if they're in some sort of time loop and they're being forced to live. Also, what the fuck was that about? Like,
I don't know.
How are you gonna put that in there and then not pay me off with it?
I don't know. There
Like,
was a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand that either.
Yeah, like Speaking of the not paying off, there's like the whole conversation about it being aliens. There is actually at the beginning of the movie 2 UFOs that fly off when they first leave the Air Force base that they say is Area 51.
Yeah.
They specifically say it's Area 51, and then you see 2 UFOs in the sky zoom off.
I apparently missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So did I.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
And then there's like blue eyes and blue blood, and the baby zombie, which we haven't even fucking talked about yet, has like blue like veins. It looks more like not like veins in a person, like mineral veins, where it's like wide and thick and like running around and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like glowing blue until it died, and then it was not blue anymore.
So it was an alien virus.
Yeah. Well, I mean but then there's robots.
It turns your bones into robots.
So why wasn't Zeus's bones? Why weren't Zeus bones? Zeus's? I don't know.
All right, are you guys ready?
He wasn't ready.
Do you want me to make it make sense? I'll
Please.
make it make sense.
Please fucking
Okay.
God.
So, the Army and Army headquarters know that this is an alien, but they're also aware that it spreads like our kind of zombie thing, right?
Mm.
Or like pop culture idea of what zombies are. So, it's an alien, and they didn't mean for it to get out, but
Right.
since it did get out, they know it came from somewhere else, and maybe there's more, and maybe we should figure out how they work. So then they just kind of quarantine the area instead of like nuking it in the first place.
Yeah.
And then they send zombie robots in
Mm.
to learn and understand how this alien civilization might come to planets to take things over. But I also wonder if Zeus is an alien, is he like their doomsday? Where
Well, I don't think he's actually an alien. I think he's a first infected. I think he's like he's still like patient zero. Because he's wearing dog tags. He has like a military haircut at the beginning. And then his hair grows out, but he's still wearing the dog tags.
Oh, his hair does continue to grow.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about? That's weird.
That's
He's-
true.
He's
Yeah.
not really. I don't think he's really a zombie. I think he's just like horribly infected with something.
Yeah, because like they do kind of lay that out where like he's patient zero, and when he infects someone, they're still fairly sentient. But then when they infect something, it's like full on slow walker zombie.
Shamblers.
Shamblers.
Copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I don't hate that idea. There's a lot about this movie that I don't hate. There's a lot of concept and ideology here that I actually really like. And there was some stuff that they tried to do that I thought was interesting. And I do appreciate the idea of taking like those wartime dramas and trying to mix it in with like that campy feel. I would say that this could have been executed better, and had it been executed better, we might have been watching one of the best movies ever made. Just like
I mean, the concept is fucking amazing.
yeah.
I really dug the idea of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's a lot of poor execution going on here. Something that a lot of people don't like is the fact that the movie is blurry as fuck.
Like the wartime melodrama scenes.
Well, like the whole fucking movie. And that's because Zach was the cinematographer on this movie. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
And he used where'd it go? He used a Canon 50mm f/0.95 lens, nicknamed the Canon Dream Lens, relatively obscure piece of equipment developed in Japan in the 60s and 70s. He specifically utilized the full-frame rangefinder lens, which imbues the footage with an almost ethereal overlay. It has incredibly shallow focus. He also did not put a stop on the lens. Which Jesus Christ, where'd it go? Oh, he didn't put a stop on the lens. Typically stop the lens being overwhelmed by light to create a more focused shot that doesn't overload the senses. So this is also the setup that he used on the nightmare scenes from the
Batman vs.
Superman. So there's also some extra blurry shots where someone was digitally added in. Tig Notaro replaced Chris D'Elia, like we said earlier.
Right.
But she was like digitally added in completely after the movie was already done.
And she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which is a first time, I think. Well, the removing someone and adding a whole new person in.
I don't know.
Like for like a whole movie or whatever, like their whole role, I think is the first time that's ever been done.
There's some mistakes due to this. Some pronoun jumbling where I wasn't sure if they were trying to say that she was supposed to be a trans character, but then they went back and forth and never talked about it.
That's true, because they do kind of switch it up a little bit.
Or just didn't know because Tig has like short hair. It was just kind of like skinny, short, kind of like if you saw her from behind in a fucking pilot's jumpsuit, it'd be like, hey, that little dude over there, Right.
But she also she had breast cancer, had both her breasts removed.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool. My buddy at work and he's a big fan of like her stand up.
Yeah.
And I guess one of her stand ups, it might be on Netflix or something. She got a phone call from her doctor right before she was going on stage to tell her she had breast cancer.
Ugh.
And she went onto the stage and she's like, I have breast cancer. And then did a 45-minute set about breast cancer and like killed it, apparently.
Jesus.
I want to watch this.
Yep.
I love her.
Wow.
I like prior to that information, I already liked her a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, she was awesome in this.
Yeah.
And like, I know that she was like put into it, like digitally.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, no, like I forgot about that till after we were watching it.
I didn't realize
after we watched it and
who
talked
she
about
was
it.
replacing and who was in it. I was just like, man, okay, because they did that one scene where they're in a tunnel or a hallway where she's like basically trying to get him to say that, all right, so like I'm second most important. So
yeah.
There's Dieter and then there's me.
Yeah. Because he has
for
to
one, she's totally right.
She is totally right.
Yeah. You got to protect your getaway driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The person that gets you all the
I
money.
wouldn't have guessed
the person that gets you out.
That was all digitally like added.
Yeah. The only thing that really made me wonder about it was like I said, the pronoun stuff. But like thinking back after knowing about it, like I know that there were a lot of scenes where she was framed by herself.
Right.
But she was talking to everyone else. So like it makes sense, but I mean, you can't do that the whole movie because then it's obvious that like,
she's not
like why is she only ever in shots by herself? Like
Yeah.
Isn't she standing right next to them? Like what the fuck's
Right.
going on? But yeah.
I saw an article where like Dave Bautista's like, I still have yet to meet her. I want to meet her, but I have not met her. And it's weird.
I would also highlight Batista in this. He gets, man, critics really fucking hit him hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I just don't I don't feel like he like deserves some of the shit he's like gotten.
I agree. I thought he did a pretty good job at this.
I thought he was like a okay actor in this, which is more than I can say for 99% of wrestlers that try to act.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Batista in this movie in particular, the scene where he has to take out his wife and the daughter's there.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
That was great.
We're getting our all the backdrop for the team that he was in, the action stuff he's excellent in. Being able to switch from action star, like where he's doing all the actiony stuff, to just having conversations as far as the character goes.
Yeah.
I thought the character was excellent. I really thought he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
It's not Drax level because Drax level is like pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But like this is in my opinion, like just a couple notches down. Like I really think he did a great job. He was the whole reason I enjoyed the movie so much.
Yes.
To be honest with you.
I agree with that. He's one of my favorite things about the movie. I disagree with the Drax thing. I think his performance in this is better than either of his performances in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I think he is progressively getting better as an actor, and I'm excited to see what he does next.
Yeah.
Because the scenes where he has to take out his wife, the scene with his daughter at the end. I hate the scene with his daughter at the end.
Yeah.
But his acting
wrong,
was
but his
he's
acting
fucking good.
better.
is on point.
Like,
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah, everybody talked shit about him, but
Yeah.
then like
it pisses me off.
I thought he was great as Drax, but
Yeah,
that's
me
like
too.
a very
well,
specific.
there's a problem
character.
there. The reason that they're like shitting on him so much is because he's not The Rock. And
Yes,
The
that's
Rock just
exactly what
has
it
the
is.
thing.
But
The
people,
Rock has that thing that people love.
People shit on The Rock when he first started doing acting too.
Yeah.
For the first few
forget.
years,
Because they were expecting Hogan style acting.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Hogan style acting's awful.
yeah,
You
it
know a
is.
good wrestler actor? Roddy.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
They lived.
Hell
He's
Comes to
fucking
Frog
excellent
Town.
in it.
Roddy, you like watch him in a movie and you're like, what? That guy's a professional wrestler? That's
Yeah.
what I did anyway.
He's done so many movies, and most of them are B movies, but
Yeah.
like nonetheless,
But
his
he's
acting
good.
was great in it.
yeah.
And he gets overshadowed by it. But you know, The Rock, and I fucking love damn near anything The Rock's done.
Yeah.
Like as far as a movie goes. So like, Batista, keep doing your thing, man.
yeah,
Fuck
like,
yeah.
I don't need to see a Gears of War movie. I was perfectly fine with this.
I mean, I'd watch a Gears of War movie.
I mean, I would too.
But I
still.
do need an AR-15. Shut the fuck up about that.
So
Yeah, I don't care about your beliefs, puppet. Just play characters.
Yeah.
Whew.
I was upset he did Batista bomb any zombies though.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Bray doesn't have the rights. Bray didn't get to take the rights.
No,
to the
but that
Batista bomb
scene
with
where
him.
he was going through the casino and like running over the roulette tables and taking stuff out, and then we seen the machines, zombies.
He also, I thought it was funny that he got speared off the roulette table by a zombie.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was like fucking edged. Like
That's true.
no,
I know Russell groaned when he like threw like 15 zombies down with a fucking blackjack table though.
Yeah. So
'Cause he's got super strength.
Yeah, the super zombies having super strength. Okay, but Batista's just supposed to be a dude, and he just fucking pitches that roulette table halfway
He's a
across
super
the fucking
jack
casino.
dude though. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that. Like,
Casino.
well, that's because Cena's invisible. He was totally there helping him the whole time.
Yeah, Cena was there helping him with the table.
That's
'cause
what
you
it
can't
was.
see him. Yeah.
And Drax.
Oh man.
No, you can't see me right now.
Holding incredibly still.
Because
Yeah.
everyone's fucking T-Rexes, apparently.
I don't. Who was the guy that played Van?
Fuck, I
his
don't
name?
remember what his name was.
Dude, that guy was fucking awesome.
That guy was fucking awesome.
Yes,
for
nodding in agreement
pretty
for
much
some
the
reason.
entire movie, except for the
Um,
No,
Amari
I
Hardwick.
disagree. I liked him in the end.
Omari Hardwick.
piece of shit in the end.
I love that whole
He
thing.
didn't know.
He didn't know until he went to the bathroom.
He didn't know.
Yeah, he
I don't
didn't
think he
know.
noticed. I
we
think he
didn't
was just
know
full of
either 'cause
adrenaline.
It didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
we never seen it for sure.
The scene where he like, okay, so what pisses me off is in the beginning he's like the fucking douchey guy that dies first, the security guard, but not the security
Theo
detail
Rossi.
guy. Yeah, Theo Rossi. That guy like picks up his fucking saw, and then he comes over and he's like, "Hey man, that's my saw. Don't touch my fucking saw." Like punch your teeth on it or whatever he says. And then he never uses it.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
girl did to cut a hole in the wall so they could
Yeah.
get out.
They never killed zombies with it, except for in the montage.
Yeah.
Also-
montage is amazing, by the way.
The
Yeah, that was
montage
awesome.
is great.
The coyote,
Lily.
she was awesome.
Yeah, she was fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't enough of her in it. And like,
Yeah,
I want to highlight the main zombie guy for having a metal helmet.
Yeah.
I love that.
Zeus.
That was cool.
Is his name Zeus? We just calling him
his,
Zeus.
His
No,
name,
his
no, his
name
name is
is-
credited.
yeah,
as
he's
Zeus,
credited
'cause
as
he
Zeus.
sits at the top of Olympia.
For-
Which is
I want to get this out of the
funny.
way. First off, okay.
Oh, whatever.
At the beginning of the fucking movie, apparently when the UFOs show off and they're like driving their big like convoy, woot woot, going down the fucking road, And the wreck happens because the guy's getting a little blow gibber. Which, by the way, if you're gonna get one going on the road, focus.
Yeah.
She
Just a
wasn't that
little.
good, bud.
Yeah.
She wasn't that
Just
good. I guarantee.
pull
you.
over.
Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, if you can't just like keep your eyes open while you're nutting, you definitely need to pull over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Yep.
pull over.
but not out. So, anyways, we keep rolling. When they're like, "Hey, get your team together and get out
Oh,
of there,"
yeah.
why is it no one hears that the first time? They're like, "What?
Yeah.
You stupid fuck!" When you see this guy attacking everything, get in the fucking truck and drive away.
Yeah.
No, my buddy's hurt. We better hobble off into the desert. We just seen him take out fucking 6 dudes,
Yeah.
but we can outrun him in the desert with our ARs. They had ARs too, fuckface.
Yeah.
Like, I would have just been like, come on, let's go. And he was like, what? I'd have thrown my buddy out of the way and got in the truck and drove off.
Yeah,
I already
I'd be
proved
out.
that I'm not the guy to have in this situation. All right.
Everything
'Cause-
that Nathan's ever said basically is
Yeah,
like
I'm not
proof
allowed
that
to
we're
ever
not-
drive the getaway vehicle. I'm not allowed to do anything of
You're the cook.
importance.
You're just the
Yeah.
cook, man. You stay
Yeah.
at the base.
Yeah.
And I'm always good. So
Yeah. No, that's fine. We're not taking you out on
I
missions.
literally say these things to have less vital roles and not be put in harm's way for a reason.
I want to be the wild card.
So Nathan's the cook. What role might the rest of us play in a zombie apocalypse? I would like to call driver. I have the most experience driving like an idiot.
That part's true.
I was gonna say I drive trucks a lot, but I don't know your background. So.
Yeah. I don't driving doesn't stress me out, or regardless of the situation, like does not increase my heart rate for some whatever reason. It's super weird.
That's probably a good trait. We can use we can use you for that.
Shane's obviously the armorer.
Yeah.
Tactical lead.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know
Master
that much
of
about
arms.
tactics. I know a lot about weapons, I guess. Sort of. Not
Master
really.
of arms,
Specialist.
More
Master
than
of
everyone
arms.
else in this room, but
That's a cool title.
not a lot.
I know what guns are.
Yeah.
Shane, Master of Arms. He's got 5 of them.
I got 5 arms. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're gonna have 5 ARs.
Fuck yeah. Well, we'll throw like a couple AKs in there for shits and giggles. You got cramp there, bud?
Yeah. Cramped up real hard.
What about Dave?
I don't know. I was waiting for Dave to pitch
I
in.
don't know. I'd be the comedic relief.
Yeah. I mean, you
So
need
you
that.
die first?
yeah, probably. No, I'd be the wild card.
His wild
So you
card.
die first?
Yeah. I don't know what I would
Are
do,
you
to be
the
honest.
safe cracker?
I don't know if I can crack open. I never really cracked open
No,
a safe.
safe cracker with a K.
Oh, yeah, it's me. I am the safe cracker.
Jesus.
I feel like you could leave Dave with a getaway vehicle and be like, don't go nowhere without us. And he probably wouldn't.
That's true.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good shot, to be all honesty. I'm a pretty good shot. So I could be your just your muscle man. I shoot the zombies.
Yeah.
That's good.
Enforcer.
We need lots of those.
Yeah. Extremely useful.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm not that great of a shot.
No.
I'm pretty good.
If you're like within 3 feet of me, I got you.
Oh shit! All right.
That's probably a problem.
I'm safe.
You're still safe.
I'm still safe.
Yeah. Well, that's also another reason I figured I'd call driver because,
You just have to shoot less.
You
Okay.
guys shoot out of the car. I'll make sure you.
I don't know if I want to
don't
hang
die.
out the side of the fucking car with you driving.
I'll do it. That's why I'm the wild card.
Yeah. And then you make Dave gives you the gun if it jams or
Yeah.
something.
We
fucks up or-
we need a car with the suicide doors where the fucking seat slides out the
Yeah.
side. So it's like a gunner seat.
So we need a van. We need the turtle van for
Basically.
the zombie
Oh, the
apocalypse.
party
Yeah.
wagon.
Can we get a Turtles versus Zombies movie? Like that would be fucking awesome.
That would be fucking dope. Oh,
Dude, sign me
I
up.
forgot to say in the other show that we just did.
That came
3
out 3
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago.
My show?
Yeah. In that Battle World mystery of the Thanos stones, there's Marvel Zombies.
I know that by this time because I've watched it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shane.
You're welcome for me reminding you.
All right, Army of the Dead.
I don't know. I liked like we were talking about the acting. I liked most of the acting. I don't think any of the acting was really like awful, except for maybe Kate. I think I just really
Yeah.
didn't like the Kate character
Okay.
and the motivations.
Yeah.
Like I understand, but it's basically like, fuck you, I'm gonna go die now. And if I don't die, it's because you came after me and died too.
Well, I think it's an allegory.
No, I understand that. But it doesn't mean I have to like it.
But the beginning, like where she leaves the kids in the camp, so now the kids have no one watching them,
Yep.
is mildly concerning.
Yep.
Unless the camp is like pretty tight knit and she just knows that the kids will be taken care of.
Well,
in
it's
the camp.
interesting
But
if it's tight knit if Theo Rossi's going around raping chicks all the time, which is
Yeah.
what is insinuated when
It's
Lily kills
said.
him.
Like she
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, more than insinuated. Basically, completely accused him of raping multiple women in the quarantine
Yeah.
zone. But yeah, I mean, like, it's obvious that the camp is not a safe place.
yeah.
Everybody wants to get out, whether because they feel like they're cooped up or because it's not safe. I think it's both. And it's not obviously not a good place for the kids to be because they're in fucking tents in the desert,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Maybe in the series we'll see like the other person who like shows up to take care of the kids and save them.
well, I mean, Kate lives. She's the only one that lives.
Yeah, but by the time they get out, everyone's gone from the camp.
Yeah. Well, maybe Gita lives. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Gita's not
don't
even
know.
in it
Yeah,
after
she
the
just-
helicopter
yeah.
crashes. She's just gone.
The more I think about it, the more I don't like the movie. It's like,
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
I really like the concept and the cast and
Mhm.
the acting, and then everything else.
There's
is
a lot
like-
of potential.
I like the movie.
I didn't hate it.
I'm not gonna say it was the best. Just enjoyed it.
Mm.
I've seen
I
shittier
didn't
movies.
enjoy it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Same.
there are definitely shittier movies, but I mean, this is it's like, you know, when the AAA game comes out and you're like, yeah, this is going to be dope. And then it's like not good. And you're like, fuck.
Resident Evil Village.
Hey, I like that a
Oh yeah,
lot.
shit. Sorry, Dave.
You didn't like it?
No, I can't do it.
No, I liked it a lot.
I
It
think
was really good.
primarily because it's not my style of game.
Yeah, he's super picky about games.
I am super picky about games.
Fair enough.
I almost exclusively only play sandbox games.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. I don't play much Resident Evil, and I really love 7, so I enjoyed 8.
The story for 8 seems really cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. I beat it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Maybe we'll cover that next 2
Hopeful.
Fridays ago.
Jesus.
We're
Let's
fucked,
do
bud.
the time warp again.
Yeah, I don't know. You got anything else you're gonna bitch about?
No,
I think I'm
I'm
pretty
done
bitched
done
out.
with it. Let's rate this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
Let's fuck
Oh,
this
well,
pig.
Before we do
Oh,
ratings.
We got the trivia corner.
Everyone pack up your mics. We have to go to the corner.
All right, let's head over. there.
Dave's Trivia Corner.
This feels like
Nathan's
a Muppet
not been
sketch.
here yet, I don't think.
This is a pee corner.
Shane, put your pants back on.
There are no pee corners in the studio.
Good thing we're not at the studio. We're on my corner.
Your corner.
I got my mic back out.
Just please do the trivia. Let's just move on past whatever's happening.
All right,
I
well,
packed up my mic. What the
Yep.
fuck is the big deal?
Yeah. I got it. That's what he's doing. So, welcome to Dave's Trivia Corner, the only corner where I say trivia to make you go, huh, neat.
Yeah. Also, the only corner in this room, which is weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
This fucking weird room, bro. I'm freaking out, man.
Okay. Dave Bautista turned down an offer to appear in The Suicide Squad, the 2021, in order to work on this film.
Huh.
Damn it.
I feel like that was a good call. Because he got to be like the star of this movie.
Right.
And even though like we don't love it, there was mixed reception.
Right.
So good job, Dave. You're making good calls.
Yeah. Good job, Dave Bautista. Zack Snyder cut a crude visual gag from the film that showed a male stripper with a huge penis that had a bite taken out of it because he thought it went too far.
No, he should have left
He
it.
should have left it in.
Yeah, should have left it in. There were
Yeah.
like bitten up titties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I would have like been cringed real hard, but I
Yeah.
would have
Oh,
also
yeah.
like, oh holy shit, male frontal nudity. I like to see dick. That's weird.
Leave it in. Leave it in. Right next to the vault entrance is what appears to be 5 boxes
Oh, yeah.
containing film reels on a metal shelf. This is the Snyder Cut of Justice League, as Zack Snyder had originally shared to Vero in December 2019.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the picture of that shelf was shared on whatever that then what was it?
The vault,
No,
Vero.
Vero. I don't know what that is. Some kind of social
That's
media
pretty
thing.
great.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I like it.
And I'll do one more because I forgot to bring this part up in the show.
Okay.
I saw it on here.
Mm.
The opening title seems to be a shout out to Zack Snyder's directorial debut, Dawn of the Dead remake, featuring footage of the outbreak occurring, as per Dawn's opening titles, combined with a Richard Cheese cover, Cheese's take on Disturbed's Down with the Sickness being used in one of the signature scenes in Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what when the starting scene was Richard Cheese. I'm like, oh,
Doing
must be from
Viva.
Dawn of the Dead.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's the first thing I thought. I'm like,
That
might-
was Dawn of the Dead was what introduced me to Dick Cheese.
me too, actually.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then I listened to him exclusively for 3 months.
Jesus
Wow, are we the
Christ,
same
you're
person?
Parents were
Fucking-
concerned about me. I specifically remember my mom being like, "What are you listening to?" I was like, "You don't like this?"
I
Just
love
like
Richard
old people
Cheese.
music.
Yeah. It wasn't gospel though, so.
Oh my god.
Is that it? Is that all you got?
I mean,
We traveled this far. You ain't got more trivia?
I guess I can
Yeah, what
have
about
some more trivia for
what
you.
about the
What-
robots?
what
and
encore?
the aliens?
Yes. So another trivia is there were aliens and robots.
What about the dead pixels?
Yeah, so not only were there zombies, there's also dead pixels.
Ooh. Man, you want to share this corner with me? I don't know this. I don't have this information.
So they primarily used 3 cameras to shoot the movie, and apparently one of the cameras had 3 dead pixels in the lens. So there's scenes throughout the movie where you see 3 little white dots because the pixels are dead. And
I
a bunch of people, when you got on Twitter like the next day after the movie came out, if you got on Twitter, there's a bunch of people that was like, I almost had a fucking heart attack. I thought my TV was going out. They were super happy to discover it was just how the
cameras.
movie was filmed.
Yeah.
Huh, neat.
Which I didn't even know. I read
Yeah, we
that. I
didn't
didn't even
notice.
notice that.
Yeah, I
at
didn't
all.
notice it either.
So
But that's it. That's
Yeah,
all for the
okay.
corner I have.
Okay. So let's
Um,
rate it.
yeah, let's rate it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give it a 5.5. Mostly because this could have been a fucking dope ass movie, and it really, really wasn't. There was multiple pretty large fuck ups in this. Like I said, the concept great, acting and casting great. Everything else. So, Russell.
This movie is a visually stunning masterpiece. And I one day hope, I fancy myself a writer, if I haven't discussed that before. And I one day hope that I would love to honestly work with Zach, because like I love the way he shoots stuff. I love the cinematography behind literally pretty much all of his work. I love all of the ins and outs of the scenes and the little pieces that are in the background, and like the Snyder Cut being on the shelf. That's fucking great. I love that.
Yeah.
Like all those little things. Like he has so much, like he should, and I don't know why he's not, but he should be a Kubrick of our generation. He should be, everything he does should be an absolute masterpiece. And it's just not. It's so close. It's so close, and it hurts me to give this movie a 3 out of 10. But it's just not good. It's not a good movie. I didn't even have fun.
I had a little fun.
I had some fun.
I had some fun in the beginning. It's when we get to the part that's supposedly a zombie movie where everything for me just falls apart.
Yeah.
The montage, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch the beginning.
I'd give that a 9.5 out of 10. That was
Yeah.
a damn good montage. This is one of the best montages I've ever seen in a movie.
I'm
Visually.
surprised we're not watching that montage right now.
And yeah, dude. Fuck. I could watch that montage.
Fuck, I'd watch that montage.
Yeah.
Dave?
So I did not hate it, and I watched it, and I was like, it's just a zombie movie.
Yeah.
And then now we talked about it for a while, and I kind of changed my rating to be a little lower.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with just a 6.
Okay.
I wasn't mad that I watched it.
No.
I thought, we talked about it. I thought Dave Bautista did a good job acting.
Yeah.
The opening, that montage was awesome. Tig Notaro was great. I like that they added her in afterwards over that piece of shit.
You don't have to flip me off about it.
It was that chair. I didn't flip you off in
Dude,
general.
if Chris D'Elia is sitting in that chair, we're going to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's probably getting fucked right now.
I don't think he's in jail.
Oh, is he not?
I don't think
What
so.
the fuck?
I think it's just accusations at this point still. I'm not sure. You didn't fact check me on that. But
Fuck him either way. Fuck him.
oh yeah. I mean, there's like video of like that he sent to people that he should not have sent to, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
fuck
his
that
ass
guy.
in prison forever.
But yeah.
okay. 6. All right. Nathan, what do you got for me?
Never rated movies before. With numbers.
That's a lie.
Have a good weekend.
This comes out on Mondays.
Don't go to work.
Damn
Have
right.
a good long weekend.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I could see the holes in this movie. They're pretty big. As far as like unexplained things like the aliens and the robots and the blue shit. But like as far as like a movie goes, movie's supposed to entertain you,
Yeah.
not leave you hanging, not to the point where you fall asleep. And I fell asleep during several movies. You can ask Russell and Shane. They were there.
Yep.
I didn't fall asleep during this movie. I was thoroughly entertained the whole time I was watching this movie. I think you should give it a watch. Like if you're just like don't have nothing else to do and you're like, fuck it, want to watch this movie. Bautista does a great job in it. All the other actors do a great job in it. The story is left open for interpretation. And if they're going to do this other Army of the Dead series that's going to like tie up loose ends, like cool. It's going to garner interest because of this movie having things that were unexplained in it. So I like it. I think it's solid. I mean, I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
They are doing a prequel, which is called Army of Thieves.
Is that even going to have zombies in it?
Apparently going to be a heist movie.
It's about Dieter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to have zombies in it.
That might be
Apparently
kinda
it's
cool.
like right before the breakout. So I think it's going to have zombies in it. And then they're also doing a series. Which episode
It's an
1 is
animated series, though, right?
No. They're in a live action
Oh, I
series.
thought there was an
Episode
animated
1 is
show.
there might also be an animated, so
Jesus.
they're trying to build it into a whole property, which would be awesome if this movie didn't fucking suck. But
There's also
Anyway.
a Zombicide game coming out,
yes, also a Zombicide game coming out.
Yep.
announced by Simon.
But
Cool, maybe or not.
episode 1 of the series is set to air sometime in late 2021.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that Kickstarter to start for the Zombicide game. I need more. That's not true. I don't.
No, you always need more.
But I'm
You're-
gonna buy more.
You're an addict, and this is your intervention.
That's not true.
I know, you're fine.
I mean,
I've seen you,
the
I've
intervention
seen you do
part.
worse.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, I think, where we watched Army of the Dead. So thank you for listening to DQP Does. Have a good afternoon, evening, or whenever the fuck you're listening to this. Early morning? I don't know why you would listen to this at like 4 a.m, but maybe if you are, have a good day, or like, if you get off in a couple hours from work, you go home, go to bed, sleep well. Shane loves you. Good night.
Oh my God.
Tune in next week when we do 28 Days Later.
Perfect.
I love that. I want Shane to lull me to sleep.
It is by going down into the abyss where we recover the treasures of life. Where you stumble, there lies your treasure. Which is actually a quote from something else that Vanderho quoted.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's fine.
I thought it was great.
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.